Hey, Brian from Garage Hall. Today I have a 3-watt ultra quiet aquarium air pump, and this pump is great from anywhere from 0 to 90 gallons. So let's open it up, see everything we get inside, and then I'll get you some close-ups of how it's working in my tank. It's so hard to get my lighting correct because I have so much light going into the tank, so it's a little dark on the side. I apologize. Okay, so right away you have an accessory kit that basically has 2 air stones. It has 2 valves to keep water from backing up in the case you lose power on your pump. And it also has a 2-way air valve on there as well that can help distribute to 2 different air stones. It comes with plenty of airline. And then this is the pump itself. So pretty neat. It's got a dial on the top so you can basically adjust the amount of air that's coming through. So it has a single port that comes out, but you can hook it up to that, basically kind of like that gang valve that splits off into 2 different sections, so you can power 2 different air stones or 2 different like air powered whatever you have going on in your aquarium. Sometimes you get a lot of like filters that need some air that go into them as well, so that is great. But you have your cord, which will get untangled here from its little wire tie. So you get a generous length of cord, so that's awesome. So anyway, let me cut this air line up into different sections so we can run 2 air stones at the same time off that gang valve, and then we'll go from there. But I mean, you get a lot of air tubing in here as well. So okay, so I basically cut the tubing, so we're going to mount this first tubing in, and it kind of just slides on into place like that. So that's going to be the main part that is going to drive into this little gang valve that's here. We'll put the air line into that side. And it is a little tight, so definitely what I do is I kind of like put it on the edge and I rotate it, and then it'll kind of slip on. Then you just kind of twist it back and forth a little bit, and then that will catch on there. And then I cut these 2 little sections, put one on either side. And again, the same technique, kind of just twist it and roll it on. And then we'll do the same with this one. Okay, and then these check valves, basically they will keep water from backing up the air lines in case you have a power failure. And there is a embossed arrow on there to kind of give you an idea of the airflow. So it's basically, you can kind of see how that comes to a tip. So the airflow is going to be coming through here and then out to the air stone on that side. And then 2 additional pieces. This will hook up the air stone onto each side of the valve. So at this point, if you're going to run 2 air stones or 2 air apparatuses, you're going to be coming off that gang valve like that, going into your check valves. And then now let's put the air stones on here. Okay, so let's lower these air stones into 2 different parts of the aquarium, just so you can see how much air this puts out. Okay, I'll get you a close-up of this, but let's plug the air pump in. Okay, so let's turn that all the way up so you can see how much air is coming out of both of these stones. Get this one a little bit closer. So I mean, that is a lot of air, and that's on high, and you can adjust it from here. So you can make a little bit of bubbles or a lot of bubbles. And as well as with this valve, you can turn on and off either side. And also you can adjust airflow through this as well if you needed to. All right, let me get you some close-ups. Okay, and again, that is all the way up. You can easily adjust the air output. And that is a lot of air from that size pump. And again, if you had to adjust individually, you have the ability to be able to do that just from this valve. So if you had something that had higher air demand, or if you had a filter that you had to run some air on, you can definitely adjust how much air you need. Both of them equally, or you can put them both back on high. Anyway, Brian from Graduate Hall. Thanks for watching, and be safe out there.